A second day of border clashes between Thailand and Cambodia is prompting evacuations and raising tensions in Southeast Asia. The Thai military says fighting resumed early Friday morning with an exchange of small arms fire, heavy weaponry and artillery. The Thai army warned clashes were happening in several areas along the disputed border. I want to go live to Hong Kong now, and CNN's Christy Liu Stout. So, Christy, this conflict continues to escalate. Take us through the latest.
Kim, the fighting has indeed continued along the Thai-Cambodian border, with over 100,000 people displaced in Thailand and 4,000 more people displaced in Cambodia. Tension is certainly rising between these two Southeast Asian nations after deadly clashes. On Thursday, Thailand launched these airstrikes targeting military targets inside Cambodia using F-16 fighter jets and using drones. This after a series of deadly clashes along several areas along their shared border, which resulted in the deaths of at least 15 people in Thailand, including 14 civilians, and at least one death in Cambodia. We've been monitoring video of the displaced, people who have been scrambling to evacuate amid these deadly clashes. And I want to share with you this video that's been going viral on social media, showing scores of people. These are civilians, and you could hear the sound of gunfire above their heads, that they are scrambling along, waiting in line a chance to evacuate along the Thai-Cambodian border. Thai Border Patrol Police are also there. They're present on site. Now, we know that the Thai military has responded to these deadly clashes with air power, with F-16 fighter jets, as well as drones. And let's bring up this video for you, which shows the examples of the drones that the Thai military is using. In this case, they're dropping it on a munitions cache in Cambodia. We also heard from the Cambodian military today accusing Thailand of using banned cluster bombs. And we're awaiting confirmation on that allegation. Now, villagers on both sides of the border are very afraid for their lives. And I want you to listen to this account from a 45-year-old mother of four who lives in Cambodia, who witnessed one of these clashes. Watch this.
It was about 8 o'clock this morning. Suddenly I heard a loud noise. My son told me it might be thunder, and I thought, is it thunder or is it loud, more like a gun? At that time, I was very scared.
Now, Thailand and Cambodia, they have a long and very complicated relationship, one built on both rivalry and cooperation. They have a shared land border that's some 800 kilometers long that has been a source of military friction, as we've seen in the last couple of days, and also a political upheaval. Back to you.
Oh, I appreciate those updates. Christy Liu Stout, thanks so much.
I want to bring in now Thitinan Pongsud Hirak, professor of political science at Chulalongkorn University. He joins us live from Bangkok, Thailand at this hour. Professor, thank you so much for taking time and helping us better understand this growing conflict.
Thank you.
Professor, I'm wondering if you could add some broader context to these tensions between Thailand and Cambodia. In your view, as we've just heard, is the situation likely going to get worse before it gets any better?
Well, today there will be a pause. I think Cambodia has launched a motion with the United Nations Security Council, so the UNSC will have a discussion about this conflict now, and we will see escalation after this or de-escalation. I think there's a dire need now for some kind of a outside mediation or facilitation, coordination of some kind, because both sides are locked into this conflict and it's getting violent. I think yesterday the escalation with the airstrikes, and also the Cambodians also have been firing artillery rounds and using the BM-21 rockets. So both sides are going at it, looking for mediation. The situation goes back, many years. I mean, you can say it's a 1,000-year conflict, dispute, or 100 years. Both sides, Cambodians and Thais, feel resentful of history. Thais think that the French took some land from Thailand, gave to Cambodia. Cambodians think that this is their civilization from a long, long time ago, and ultimately this is their land. So that's the basis of it. But then the tit for tat, I think, started from about May 28. There was a small gunfight that claimed a life of a Cambodian soldier. Had that been addressed and investigated, I think this could have been preempted. On the Thai side, very weak government, acting prime minister, acting defense minister. On the Cambodian side, also a lot of incentive to divert and deflect problems at home to this conflict.
You mentioned the word mediation, Professor, just now. I wonder if we could just pivot to that and any potential mediation opportunities here. Where would these countries turn to for possible outside mediation? Certainly the United States would, I assume, would not be an option. So what other third party could potentially bring things to a peaceful end?
We have to remember that this flare-up is not unprecedented. You know, in 2003, there was a burning of the Thai embassy in Phnom Penh, so Cambodians got on a nationalist frenzy. In 2011, there's also a border clash that resulted in 20 lives lost, civilians and military. So, you know, the flare-ups come and go. This time, I think, unlike 2011, ASEAN has not played a big role. Normally, ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, comprising the member states of Southeast Asia, would have some kind of a role facilitation. I think now the chair, Anwar Ibrahim of Malaysia, Prime Minister, he appointed Thaksin as an advisor on Myanmar, and therefore Hun Sen would not trust Anwar as the chair of ASEAN because closer to Thaksin. At the same time, you know, there's ASEAN Secretary General, Khao Kim Hoan is a Cambodian and supporter of Hun Sen appointee. So it's really hard now to find within an ASEAN context, but ultimately the US is not going to do it. China says something about this, but I don't think that they will wade in for the risk of failure. And then the UN, I think, will not be accepted by the Thai side. Thailand would like to keep it bilateral between the two sides based on a memorandum of understanding from 2000 that they have. Cambodians want to internationalize it. That's where we're stuck. I still think that within the ASEAN context is the mediation and facilitation that's desperately needed now.
Professor, as we hear from you, we're also seeing some images from Bangkok, and you see the military moving some of their equipment through the streets, presumably to get them into position here. What are you hearing from civilians where you are and the fear that they have of this situation, as you just laid out, potentially growing worse by the day?
The situation here, I mean, on the border areas, of course, very frightening for locals, for villagers. Normally, this is a brisk, vibrant border trade zones. I mean, a lot of border trade going back and forth at Thailand, Cambodia. But with this military conflict now, that's all off the table, and there's been evacuations. Diplomatic relations have been severed for now. In Bangkok, which is farther away here, I think the situation is that the military, the army, is very much in charge now of the border policy because the government is weak, and the Pat Tong Tan Prime Minister had that leaked telephone call with Hun Sen, deeply damaging, compromising her position. So as a price, the government had to give the military a free hand, free rein over this border policy. At the same time, the Hun Sen, the Hun Manet, the Cambodian side also is provoking more, I think, trying to scandalize, internationalize it. So this is where I think the risk is that the Thai army is in charge and the Cambodians are going to keep provoking.
Professor Thitinan Pongsudhirak, thank you so much for, again, helping us better understand the situation, and we'll certainly stay in touch with you as the situation continues to develop. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.